Welcome back, everybody, to MiniWorks YouTube channel. Alright, so today, it's Saturday, early in the morning. I just did some running around. So, huge shout out to Nate Weimer. I'm going to screw that up, my bad. Shipped me out this piece of fiberglass for the hood. Came in yesterday. It clearly lays over good. So, I went this morning and I picked up some more resin, a couple more cheapy trays, some cheapy brushes, sanding block, and some 80 grit so that I can smooth out the underside. So what we're going to do this morning is I'm going to take the fiberglass, I'm going to neatly fold it up and put it somewhere so it's not getting all over the place. Like you can kind of already see it is all over the place. And then I'm going to put you guys down. It'll end up on a time lapse and I'm going to play some music. I'm going to stuff out the hood, get it smoothed out so there's not as many big bumps and stuff. I'm not going to make it perfect, I don't care. Obviously we're covering it, I'm going to have to do it again. I just want to smooth it out enough where there's none of the gel bumps and stuff like that, so it's smoother. That way when the fiberglass lays down, it can lay as smooth as possible, so I'm doing as minimal rework and touch up as I have to. You know, preparation, victory loves preparation, so I'm trying to prepare and not make a huge mess. And then once this is set and we have the resin on and it's doing all that fun stuff, we're going to get under the car and we're going to install this. This is the new yoke for the rear end. I was told the car had a 1350 yoke. It does not, which I found out putting the drive shaft in. I finagled some stuff to make it work, and technically it works, but it's not safe, and I'm not risking driving and or tracking it like that because it's just not a good idea. So yesterday, and I picked up this fancy billet 1350 yoke, 28 spline for the 9-inch. Oops, so everything's there. I'm gonna throw that in after. It did come with the proper U-bolts, straps, however you want to call it. However, the way we found this out, that this was wrong. They come all the way back here because I already bought the billet ones. So these are going to get installed with that yoke, and then the U-bolts will get put into the track bag as spares. God forbid something happens and we happen to break one of the billet ones. Highly unlikely, but just in case, we'll throw them in the bag, and then if I need them, I have them, or if someone at the track ends up needing them, we have them. You know, help fellow racers out. But for right now, I'm going to throw some music on. I'm going to start dealing with this hood, and we'll get back to you in a little bit.
Welcome back, everybody. It's Sunday. The battery in the camera died yesterday, and I've been lazy and I haven't switched it out yet. So this quick little video is going to just be off the iPhone. So if it sucks or if it's better, we'll see on the video. If it's better, I might switch back to this and just do it in the sideways format, because I know the sound quality on the other thing isn't the best. So I might use that for like time-lapse stuff, where I'm going to remove the audio anyways. And then I'll do this for all the talking stuff. Anyways, so what we've got is calipers are on. I had to shave the fronts a little bit because there's a little nub here that was interfering with the rims. I am gonna have to run a spacer, but it is what it is. So these are already both done. So on top of that, I have another new brake line in. I had to go get this one. After I went to plug everything in, it pushed out the seal, so it cracked at the bolt, so I just replaced that. Now it's about the hot time of the day, so I'm gonna go get lunch and relax for a little while. And what I'm gonna do is every 10 minutes or 15 minutes or so, I'm gonna come out and check on the brakes. I have the driver's front gravity bleeding right now. Everything's kind of in a position where gravity bleeding should be fine. And if I come out and it's dribbling out, I'll seal it, I'll open up the passenger side, and then we should be good, maybe. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go buy some more fluid because this is finding all of the leaks has now leaked out all of the fluid I had. So what we have in here, that's all we got for fluid right now. So hopefully I don't forget about it and lose a bunch of fluid. And then the hood, still drying. I don't think I used quite as much hardener on this section that I did at the end there. But I will say this side here, got a little play, but it's not nearly as much as it was as just the blanket. So by the end of the day, I'm hoping to separate this. And what I'm gonna do for all these edges, as you can see, it's not very pretty, is once it's off the hood, the other hood, what I'm gonna do is flip it over so I know it's holding shape. And I'm actually gonna roll all those edges down, and I'm gonna make another batch, and I'm gonna reinforce basically the entire edge, and it'll give me that, you know, that folded lip that I want and stuff like that, and it'll support the corners and stuff. I might add, I still have some pieces, so I might add some fiberglass wear. I know the hood pins are gonna go and stuff like that, just resin it in, give myself a little extra reinforcement there. But I am super happy with how this is coming out. I know it looks a little funky right now, not a big deal. I couldn't get all the air out. I didn't buy the right tools. I did it on a budget. I did it cheap. So, but I am overall super excited with how this is coming out. It is taking just the shape I wanted. I do like that on mine. I had this little like tuck back in this area here. Instead of it just being kind of a straight shot here, it does kind of swoop in there a little bit. Got a little fancy with it. I like it. It looks good. It's gonna give me a little bit more clearance under the hood. Not that I really need it because this is the only place I needed the clearance. But it'll be nice. And it's gonna be a lot lighter. I was gonna weigh it, but I don't have a scale right now. So at some point I will weigh the regular hood and the fiberglass one that I made, and we'll see how much it is. And yeah, so I'm gonna go get some lunch, and then I'll see you guys after lunch. Alright guys, as you just saw in the last clip, obviously I have some noise back there. I'm going to have to do something about that. Chances are it's just not tight enough. As you saw, I gunned it on. I couldn't really move it, so I backed it off some. Chances are it just needs to be tighter than that. Not a big deal. I'm going to double check with some people. That video is actually going to come off the iPhone. That way I can send it to some people before I upload it. Just to verify what I'm thinking it is. As for the hood, I did move it outside. But what I'm seeing is this half here is pretty rigid. This side isn't so much, and it's not sticking down as well. So what I'm gonna do is I have some mist spots here. So I'm gonna mix up a quick batch of resin, and I'm gonna go over that side again. I'll probably go over like that whole half and just bang that out real quick before I go work on this video. It's about 4 o'clock or so. It's usually when I try to stop doing this so I have time to upload it again. I always try to have this out for my kids in time so they can watch it before bed, which is also why I keep the videos, right around that 15-minute mark, so it's not too bad. I know some of them have been a little longer, but whatever, it is what it is. So I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna do some research on the rear end noise, and yeah, so get up, get after it, and comment, like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next week.